Okay, next topic. Do you guys think that you can stay lean or relatively lean or look really, really healthy and fit and still live a normal life, party, eat good food? Do you guys think it's possible?
Without tracking? Or like, what do you...
I think he's just saying in general, right?
Just in general, do you guys think that like you can be a very fit looking person, not like show ready lean, but like a very like, oh, that guy looks very, very fit, or that woman looks very, very fit, you know, looks very, very healthy. Do you guys think you can maintain that while still living a normal life, going out there to the party, going out there traveling, eating good food, all that stuff? Because a lot of people make excuses like, oh, I don't have like, I have bad genes or whatnot. I can't lose weight. I'm just naturally fat. And they give themselves excuses why they can't look healthy because they want to live like a party life or want to eat really, really good food. You know, I'm just trying to ask you, can we debunk this myth? Is it possible to be healthy, lean, fit while living a normal life?
Can I say that it does matter a little bit about your genetics? For sure.
Okay.
For sure. Like, if someone's 5'2" and has a bottomless pit of appetite versus Brad with the amount of like how big he is, like he can naturally eat more and stay in better shape versus someone who's like 5'2". Like if they eat the same amount, I'm sorry, that food has to go somewhere for that person.
Well,
who's
we
like,
shouldn't be eating the same amount if they're 5'2".
I'm saying like if
I see, maybe I see what you're saying. I have more wiggle room.
you
because
have more wiggle
my
room.
calorie maintenance is higher.
yeah.
Exactly.
Like me versus Angela, like I probably eat way more than she does just to
Yeah.
maintain.
For sure. Like
Yeah.
if you ate like if you guys could both have a cheat day, but it's only like 2,000 calories or like 3,000 calories, it's probably not gonna hit them as hard. So you can do like more. I don't want to say more of them, but yeah, your wiggle room is more. So I think genetics does matter, and also like the frequency of like your partner. Like I'm sorry, you're not partying and drinking every week and staying in decent, like healthy shape.
Okay.
I think so. This was before prep. I think I was. This is when I was counting macros. I would kind of diet pretty hard, like Monday through Friday, and then on Saturday I would use those macros to like drink and kind of like eat whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to sacrifice. I mean, you have to sacrifice somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I dieted pretty hard Monday through Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and then I picked one day. I'm not picking 2-3 days. It's not gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
You can't out eat a bad diet
For sure.
or out. What is it?
Out train a bad diet.
Out train a bad diet
For sure.
Yeah. So
Come on, coach.
What about you, Angela? What you think? Do you think you can do it?
Me personally, do I think I could do it? Yes, because I'm living it right now. In general, I think if you do things in moderation, then yes. If you do things in overconsumption, then no, it's just not possible. Even if you have the right genetics, you keep overdoing one part, it's gonna catch up.
Yeah.
And if not, then time will have it to catch up. But yeah, I mean, I think in moderation with everything, it's possible. I mean, like right now too, I'm still traveling, still doing things I want to do. But what I'm still doing on top of that is, like when I went to Vegas, there was no tracking. It was free for all, like do whatever, drink anything. I came back home. I think I was just a little under a pound up from the weight before Vegas. And that was because I didn't gorge. Everything was moderation.
I mean, that's also to say, like, 2 to 3 bad days of eating like shit is not going to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
No.
If you can easily reverse the damage
Yeah.
and go back to like what you were before, probably within like a week.
Yeah.
If you go back to like your regular diet or whatever.
I think it actually goes sooner.
I mean, probably sooner
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Like for me, I do the same thing. Like what you saw, like I don't count calories, but I try to eat like really clean, no processed food, no sugar throughout the week. And like if I go out and I just eat really bad on Friday and Saturday, and then I go back on my ish and just eat clean from Monday to, I'm good by Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'll say so. The first show in Texas, I think I was up. I mean, I'm also like dehydrated, right? So I cut water and stuff. So I think I gained the next day after the sushi meal, like 8 pounds. 8 pounds overnight, and then within one day I lost 5 of it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's not a week. If you go back on track to what you're eating before,
Yeah.
it's probably like 3-4 days maybe.
Okay.
Be a little
But that was the key thing is not processed foods, whole foods.
Yes, that's a big thing too. I think that like in this modern day within our society, a lot of people eat too much like processed foods, too much sugar and everything. Like they'll drink a coffee and they'll put like a spoon of sugar in there. You know, it's like that's unnecessary. Or they'll like half and half. Like they'll use half and half
It's not
creamer.
coffee anymore.
Things like you put like one like a 2-second pour. It's like 100 calories. You know, and they're like, and people like have like this, and the whole thing's like all creamer. I'm like, so you're like drinking 500 calories right there.
Just might as well have an energy drink if you're going through sweetness.
Exactly. I mean, like
I like my coffee black, so it's just like, when you make it flavorful and sweet, it's just not coffee anymore for me.
I gotta make you a coffee one day.
But-
Ask Jay, my coffee be good.
Just these coffees are good.
I love like ube lattes or like some special stuff, but
It is heck of random, but today I saw it on TikTok. Starbucks has matcha cold foam,
oh,
right? And all right, one thing, Starbucks coffees get way too expensive, but this is like cheap. It's $4, right? It's like an iced espresso, and then they just put the cold foam on top. I don't know what the calories are or whatever. I just want to try it.
that sounds.
It
good.
tastes like I guess it's like a dirty matcha. That's basically what it tastes like. It's just caffeine and matcha.
You know what dirty matcha means?
I have no idea.
Dirty matcha just means espresso with matcha.
Yeah, that's what it was then.
Oh.
It was delicious. It was delicious. But anyway, it looks like the answer is you can live a regular life and be like, fit and stuff. You just gotta have moderation.
And consistency,
Moderation.
moderation, and whatever you're doing, like to be fit, like be consistent with it. Like whether it's like your fitness is getting steps in, keep doing that, or like whatever it is that keeps your drive for fitness. It doesn't have to be the gym. Make that consistent, and everything else in life moderation. And I think like it's just that right balance.
It's just like the 80-20 rule, would you say?
Yeah.
The 80-20 rule.
That's exactly what I was about to say. 80-20 rule. That you just gotta like, if you just like Brad said, if you're just on your stuff majority of the week, one day is not gonna kill you. You may like gain like 5 pounds or something
And
overnight.
most of that is water.
Yeah, and it's like you just gotta get back on it. you
But
know?
don't use that one bad day to make it.
It's a chain.
Yeah.
Once the chain starts happening,
Yeah.
that's when it
Start
starts packing.
Yeah.
1 day, 2 days, 3
Break it.
days, 10 days later. Oh, I got a problem.
So the consensus is possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
also the another thing I wanted to address when you're talking about like when Jay's talking about like taller people versus shorter people, I think that when the genetics thing, right?
Yeah.
I think taller people do have an advantage over shorter people because 10 pounds for somebody like you,
Yeah.
or like 5'2",
Yes.
right? 10 pounds on 5'2" looks completely
way
different than
different.
10 pounds on 6 foot.
Yeah.
I guess like for you, 10 pounds would not be that much noticeable, but it'd be probably noticeable.
I mean,
for
I would
you.
say I noticed what 10 pounds looks like.
You would notice it,
But-
but I think that the general public, if they saw you put on 10 pounds, would not notice
It's not
it.
as drastic.
Yes.
No, and it's even like in bodybuilding. It's harder for taller people to really show their muscles because the density looks less because of their longer bodies. And I mean, it's like a common or like shorter people too. It's like they look more built, but really it's not. It's just like the misconception between height. So I think it's like same difference.
Because you got to weigh more to look bigger,
Yeah.
tall as a taller person than you do.
Yeah.
Shorter. Like Jeremy's like a buck. He's like 155. Looks massive.
Damn, it's 155.
I think he's
Does
like
look
150.
huge.
Yeah,
He
155
looks
on
huge.
show day.
If you ever message, you just be like, I'm still bigger than you.
Nah, he's an Olympian. I can't say shit.
You can say, get your weight up, boy.
Yeah,
You be like, you gotta eat some babies now, not me.
yeah. He would snap me in half.
Is he that much more stronger than you?
Jeremy is stupid strong. He's
Oh.
like one of the strongest people I've ever seen in person. Like pound for pound, he's might be the strongest person I've ever seen.
Dang.
Jesus.
Because
He's a
you
freak.
pretty strong dude, too,
I don't
bro.
know. I don't think I'm that strong.
I think you'd be throwing weight, bro.
Nah, not like
So
some people.
humble.
No, I'm dead serious. I don't
He's
think
being
I'm that
humble.
strong.
He's being
No,
humble.
I'm really
He's humble.
okay in triceps and like arms. I'm strong. I'll give myself that. In those, in arms, I'm strong. Everything else is like